Right, YouTube, Shadow King Nazru, and I'm here with my review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 67. So, Future Trunks, did that Deus Ex Machina Spirit Sword, that was, which Goku even said looked like it was empowered by the Spirit Bomb. And as I predicted, there was going to be no explanation for this. Wow, that's some really bad writing, which is really disappointing because the arc was been pretty good. Yeah. But it seems like everything's being resolved with Zamasu being destroyed. But that's not the case. As it turns out, due to the technicality of Zamasu being immortal but not having a body, he has transcended into a whole new plane of existence where he's more spirit and energy than an actual living entity. So he's actually started covering the entire planet. I think it was either the planet or the entire universe and timeline. They were kind of little. What's the word I'm looking with here? Yeah. I think it was definitely the timeline, covering the entire timeline. And it turns out that Zamasu was becoming so powerful that he even breached into the present timeline, getting the attention of the Z Fighters and even Beers and Whis. Damn. And now that he's covering the entire Future Trunks timeline, and we can see all across everywhere we can see his giant face, almost making it seem like something out of the Book of Revelations. Yeah, humanity gets pretty screwed, especially when some of the faces start shooting ki blasts, destroying everybody except Goku and crew, and Bulma. Not sure about if Yajirobe was still alive, and Supreme Kai and Gowasu. They tried fighting back with Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks using a Kamehameha, Gallic Gun, and Final Flash, respectively, which was pretty nice. Probably should have been better if Future Trunks used the Final Flash, since he didn't know that move. But it wouldn't have made a difference anyway, because it all was ineffective since Zamasu no longer has a body. Goku thinks that they can still win if they have one more Senzu Bean to get enough strength to turn to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. But he doesn't find a Senzu Bean. However, he does find the Zeno button to call Zeno the Omni King. Yeah. So he figures, he asks the Supreme Kai, would Zeno still be alive at this point? And the Supreme Kai says yes, because not even someone like Zamasu or anyone else is strong enough to defeat the Omni King. So he uses the button and comes forth the Omni King. But the twist here is that this is not the Zeno that Goku met earlier the saga and in the Universe 6 saga. This is a future Zeno. And naturally, he has no idea who Goku is. On that, the most powerful character who would practically be omnipotent, considering he's like Dragon Ball's version of the Judeo-Christian God, or as close to the parallels we'll get in this series, that he would just be like the sole Zeno of throughout all the timelines and throughout all of Dragon Ball's multiverse and whatnot. But whatever. He basically explains Goku explains the situation, and when we get this funny bit where Zeno sees all the Zamasu faces that are laughing, and instead of seeing any form of intimidation, he just finds it annoying. That he is. Zeno. That he is. He's really becoming one of my favorite characters in the show. So Goku asks if he can erase Zamasu, and Zeno agrees that he should. But he goes a bit overboard. And this is one of the reasons why everybody's afraid of the Omni King. Because he's so powerful that without barely trying, he wipes out Future Trunks' timeline. Yep, everything's gone. That is terrifying. But fortunately, the Z-Fighters managed to escape just in the nick of time before they had destroyed everything. But Goku, being the good guy that he is, asked Future Trunks to help collect Future Zamasu. And then this leads into something I really, really like, as Goku brings Future Zeno to meet present Zeno, as a way of keeping his promise to bring Zeno a friend. And who better to be a friend than, well, yourself? I mean, I really did like this was well thought out for Goku, which I really would like to see more of this. This was more like the classic Goku, who's naive but not stupid, as Toei continues to do because to force drama and tension at the expense of Goku's intelligence and competence, which is really unfair to such a great character. But it was good to see something like this, because this really did feel like something Goku would do. It was well thought out on his part, and this really felt like the classic Goku. I really want to see more of that. So after that happens, Goku and the Z-Fighters start celebrating the whole victory thing. And we have also the addition of Beerus and Whis. I'm sorry. I also forgot this one bit where Whis was also there with Goku and the Supreme Kai. And we also had the Daishinkin. And we get the revelation that the Daishinkin is actually Whis and Vados' father. Yeah, we'll see why he's so much more powerful. Yeah, but back to the party. It was pretty much the unwinding time, and Future Trunks and Mai were trying to figure out what to do. And we also got some good tidbits of Future Mai meeting present Mai. And yeah, they were basically trying to figure out what to do about the whole timeline situation. We suggest that they go back to a point in their timeline before Black Goku appeared. But they've kind of had fears that it would just start the whole thing over again. But he said he would take care of it by asking Beerus to destroy Zamasu. And speaking of Beerus, he decides to let the whole time travel thing that Future Trunks was declared guilty of because it's against the taboos of time to go to time travel. We all been through this. So he just decides to forgive him for that and said that he's alright. And then we get our final farewell, but not before we get one of the best parts of this episode, and I think one of the finest parts of this saga, is that we get the final goodbye between Future Trunks, Mai, Piccolo, and Gohan. And he sees that Gohan sees the spirit of the future Gohan that died before the whole thing with Black Goku and between the androids. And it's kind of like he felt that future Gohan's spirit was wishing him well, and that still, even though these are two different Gohans, they both do share a deep bond with the future Trunks, and wish him well in his future endeavors to live a good life. And I think this is going to inspire Future Trunks to become more of a family man. Whether he'll continue training or just kind of put that to what's the word? What's the best word? Put that away, I guess. Like Gohan did. Well, I suppose that's up to Akira Toriyama. But all in all, I say this was a pretty good ending. Uh, it was. I did like the interest of the whole being a threat that was so powerful and so something they couldn't handle, so they had to, well, practically call on the assistance of God. And yeah, that is a literal Deus Ex Machina, but it actually makes sense because it was something that the Z Fighters could not handle, even at their best, because they've never faced an incorporeal form. I mean, incorporeal villain. And we also got some final farewells between the Z Fighters and Future Trunks, which had a lot of good emotional moments. And like I said earlier, I did like how Goku started using his head more in this episode, which actually shows the classic Goku who's not stupid, but just naive. Yet he can have his really intelligent moments. So yeah. So that was my review of Dragon Ball Super episode 67. Next video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Telltale's Batman. Catch you guys later.